Hey MindFuel fam, it's Leticia with MindFuel in Motion. It's time for a quick journey into the world of mindfulness. No special gear needed. You are already equipped. Ready to infuse just these few moments with good intention? Let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to today's MindFuel Moment. Today's practice is about tapping in to what our individual work-life balance looks like. And we're going to be using a journaling prompt to really tap into that. So if you have your favorite notebook, your favorite journal, or of course, if you have your me time journal, go ahead and go to the free flow page in this journal or find a blank page in your journal. And of course, if you want to learn more about our in-house journal, all the information is in the description below. All right, so let's dive in, you guys, and quickly talk about this concept of work-life balance. I feel like this is a buzzword, so much so that I have a workshop on this, and I also have the complimentary work-life balance workbook, which is also in the description if you want to go ahead and grab it. I'm actually taking a page from that today for us to do our journaling, so you'll get a head start in working with this workbook. So let's go ahead and dive in and really talk about this concept of work-life balance. So first and foremost, you don't have to participate in a workshop or pay for anything for me to share with you that work-life balance is actually false. There's no such thing. All right, now that I've shocked you, let me go ahead and bring you back in. All right, so the idea of work-life balance doesn't exist honestly in the way that our society has tried to tell us what work-life balance should look like. In essence, we have been told that we need to juggle every single thing that we have going in our life, our personal self, our family, our friends, our work, our hobbies, and be able to put ourselves into all of those buckets equally and balance them without faltering and wavering and messing up and failing and making mistakes and doing all these things. And honestly, that's just not possible. It's not realistic. So when we think about work-life balance, the idea and why I like teaching this and sharing this concept is to really think about it from your own unique individual work-life balance. And that's going to look different for you and for me at this time. So for example, depending on where your life is now, where your family life is, whatever those things are, maybe right now balance for you could be your work, your career, your business is here, right? If we think about my hands being a scale, that's where this is. And maybe family stuff is right here, just for example. Now I'm sharing that with you because I don't want you to think that you're not going to spend time with your family, you have to ignore them and you don't have moments with them. But I do believe there comes a certain point where your family also has the things that they're working on and that they're into. And especially if you have kids, they might be at a certain age where they're finding their individuality and they have their own, extracurricular things happening, that it gives you a little bit more space to focus on you. And that could be in business, that could be your personal, your health, whatever that is. So that's always going to change. And you get to decide based on what's happening in your world and how you feel and what you want. And again, that's why it's always changing. And it's actually changing daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. So in the workbook that I've actually provided, there's a wheel of all the different things that we normally focus on. And that can help you give an audit of what you want to focus on or what needs to be focused on in this time. I also like to think about it like seasons. We all go through a particular season, just like nature goes through seasons, winter, fall, summer, spring. We also fall into that on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis as well. And it's not always necessarily connected to the season outside, right? If the season we're in is winter and it's about going more inner and calming down and resting and hibernating, yes, you might feel that naturally because that's what is happening around us. But there might be certain days where you have that summer energetic energy or that spring blossoming energy or that fall calming energy. So it's up to us and our responsibility to do audits, to check in with ourselves and do these mindfulness practices to really see where we are and where we should be putting in our time and energy and even money, right? So let's go ahead and dive into today's journal prompt and begin this exploration. I'm going to go ahead and put the journal prompt on the screen and some music with a 2-minute timer. So let's go ahead and dive in. Today's journal prompt is, what are the specific activities or hobbies that make me feel relaxed and recharged outside of work? How can I incorporate more of these activities into my weekly routine? All right, my friends, 2 minutes is up. And if you have a little bit more time to go deeper, or if you need to work on this a little bit later, no worries. I really love this question because part of bringing in balance is allowing ourselves to play and do things that we enjoy, because our work life can get chaotic, our personal life can get chaotic. And if we don't have something in the middle, really doing something for ourselves that's playful, fun, or even something to do with our health, like going for a walk or going for a really good workout, then that's when things can get burnt out. That's when you can feel stressed, and that's when you can have overwhelm. And that's when things can get really off balance, and it's hard to bring it all back together. So the more that we can do audits like this, that we can journal, and that we can incorporate into our schedule playful, fun things that bring us that joy, that recharge us, then everything else around will also just kind of fall into balance without us having to do that much work, which would be great, right? So the only work you have to do is the work you're doing right now, taking time for yourself, taking time to journal, taking time to do other practices, again, that fill your cup and help recharge you. So thank you so much for showing up for you today. I'll be back here for another MindFuel moment. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll see you then. Namaste, my friends. If you liked that MindFuel moment, then check out the description below to learn how you can bring more mindfulness to the workplace and your home with our Me Time Journal and workshop experiences. And make sure to click subscribe so you get all new videos daily.